So welcome everyone to another episode of Sunday Slaughter. I have a special guest with us today. I have Dakota. You may not recognize his face, but you may recognize his voice. He's one of the hosts of Rollem If You Gottem podcast. And he's here in Cleveland, Ohio today at Gamers Haven. And it's we're sort of celebrating the new Heroes boxes that we got in. So tell me who you're running and why you're running them.
All right, so going over my army, I am running Loras in the Terrible Stag Knights. Reason I'm throwing Loras in them is because...
This series interrupting us right now, I don't know why.
All right, so I'm running Loras in Stag Knights. Yes, I put the Stag Knights on the table. The reason I'm putting Loras in them is because he has his Expert Duelist. So essentially every time he's going to give one wound, which is almost like that 8th dice, which I think they need, or I can take out a attachment, which is pretty good, and it ups their offense. He also has a card, which is +1 dice and Sundering, so I can, if I'm on last ranks, get all 3 abilities. With that, I'm running a unit of Zorses. Yet again, it's kind of the same thing. Lack a little bit of dice, but with him, I can add that card in to up it a little bit and give him Sundering. And I also like their abilities. They're pretty good at guarding a flank, so that if I get charged on the flank, I can countercharge their flank, turn off them from tactics cards, orders. Then I'm running Brienne, Maiden of Tarth, in a unit of Rose Knights. These are actually the Sentinels, but we're pretending they're Rose Knights today. She's in them to really give them that +2 morale, so I'm never failing morale, and I can always heal that one wound up, and if you're engaged, you're taking one. It can be pretty brutal. We ran it actually the other day and it went up against vets, and it was just a slap fest. Nobody died. And then I got Wardens with a Master Warden over here on this flank. Just had the extra points, and instead of bringing a 6-point unit, brought the 5 and put that extra in there so that I'm not taking any flank bonuses. And they're kind of supposed to be on their own, just holding the ground.
And your NCUs.
All right, and then NCUs, I'm running Marjorie to hopefully ping on those Rose Knights to get them on, up a wound. If I take the heal, it gives the opponent 2 wounds. Eldon, just for that extra card draw, and then I didn't put Shira's card out, but Shira for a little bit more token control. And she's a 3-point NCU, which those are always really good. I'm really just trying to test it. I think that this can be a decent combo with the Stag Knights, because nobody's on the Stag Knights, and they're the coolest models, I think, so I like to put them out there.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so like I said, I played Dakota a few nights ago on TTS, and he was running this army. I'm actually more of a neutral and Night's Watch player, but our local shop got in the Targaryan Heroes boxes, and so that gave me the excuse to finally break the shrink wrap on my starter set and make an army. I unfortunately don't have the Unsullied, so you'll see after I explain who's in this army of why I'm running so many neutrals. But we'll start off on this side. I've got a vanilla unit of Cutthroats. And then on the other side, I have another vanilla unit of Cutthroats. My commander is Barristan with Bastard's Girls. So he has an order, whenever he passes a morale test, I can restore up to D3 wounds. And sort of like Brienne on the other side, he's got Knightly Vow. So both of us marked units. Was it before or after deployment that we did
Before
that?
Deployment.
Gotcha. So I actually marked Loras' unit, and he marked this unit of Cutthroats over here. So that's Barristan and Bastard's Girls, and then I have a unit of Screamers and Outriders to finish out the army. So for the NCUs, I'm actually running Daenerys, Illyrio, and Pyat Pri, which I'm pretty excited about. His character actually adds another unit on the tactics board. It's called the House of Undying. So Dakota or I have the option to claim it. The benefit of when I claim it is I can choose to add +1 to my dice roll. So if you roll a 1, your opponent discards their whole hand, but then one of your units gets 2 condition tokens placed on them. If you roll a 2 to 5, your opponent discards 2 cards from the top of their deck. And if you roll a 6, you get to search your tactics deck for any 1 card, and then you can roll again. So,
seeing that played before, it's really nice too for those targets to dive into their deck and just pick out that card if they can roll that 6. So it can be pretty good of setting up your combos.
Yeah. And also, we're trying out one of the beta game modes. So Dakota, if you can just give me a run through of what we're playing today.
Okay, so we're playing No Foe Shall Pass. So there's the objectives right outside deployment zone on each side. Then there's one in the middle. If you control both of these on your side at the end of the round, you'll get 1 victory point, and also the center one grants 1 victory point. But if you can get a unit across the table and control at least one of your opponent's victory points, or objective points, I should say, you'll get 3 victory points. And if your commander controls one, you'll get 4 victory points. So if you can manage to get your commander across, that's 4 points at the end of the round, about half the points you need to win the game round.
Awesome. All right, so before we start, do a quick fist bump. Good luck. And then we'll start with round 1. This is my hand.
This is my hand.
You know what? I will go second.
Okay. All right, going first, I will actually put Eldon on the House of the Undying, but I will replace its effect, so I'll draw my top 3.
Yep.
Pick 2, and then put the other one at the bottom.
All right.
I'm not scared of that zone. It's just I don't want to have to get discarded.
All right. I will activate Illyrio. God, I'm so used to playing Night's Watch or neutrals where it's like I take letters. You know, that's the thing you do if it's open.
Yep.
But I will actually. I also don't want you to have it. Yeah. So I'm going to activate Illyrio. I'm going to draw 2, and I will put a weakened on your Zorse Riders.
All right, I will activate.
These are the 2 cards I drew.
These are the 2 that I ended up taking. Come into focus.
If it doesn't focus, it's all right. It's just for reference when I show the cards on the screen. So.
I will Shira onto the Wealth Zone.
Yep.
I will remove that weekend, but I will put a weekend onto Barristan's unit.
Yep. I will put Daenerys on the horse. We're going to do my screamers. All right.
I will activate Loris's unit, and then they will just march up. Their 10. This one, they can go up to 9. Activated.
Gotcha. I will activate my cutthroats. And I'm just going to move over and I'm going to claim that objective.
All right, I will activate my wardens over here. They're going to also just claim the objective and they'll pivot a little bit. Just like that.
I will activate these Outriders. We're just going to march up. They have movement of 6, but hindered by this forest here.
I will activate my Rose Knights, and they will march, and they're slow, so they'll just go 8.
So I've only played Baratheons a few times. I'm not that familiar with their deck, but I know they're very reactive. So the fact that Dakota moved his unit up so close to where I could shoot makes me wonder what he has in his hand. I know there's a counter charge, but this unit of wardens is the only one that really threatens me, and they're out of range for the charge. So I feel like if I don't take the attack now, he's going to take it from me. So I'm going to activate these cutthroats, and I'm just going to claim this token.
I will activate Marjorie.
Yep.
She's just going to jump on the combat zone just to block it now because I don't want to take the shots. But she will influence those cutthroats, so you'll take 1 wound on them.
Sure.
Because hers is whenever Marjorie claims a zone on the tactics ward, you may restore 1 wound to a friendly infantry unit or deal 1 wound to an enemy infantry unit.
Yep. What's your movement?
5 movement, 6 movement, 4 movement, 4 movement.
So they have 4. Okay.
Yeah, they're slow. They just gotta, wherever you're going, you just gotta get up and go.
Gotcha. All right. I'm going to activate. I agree. I'm going to put him on the crown, but I'm going to replace the effect by playing Fury of the Dragon. I will attach it to my Bastard's Girl, so whenever I claim the tactics board, I can replace the effect with 1 combat unit may make a free maneuver or retreat. So I will maneuver up 5. And then it is back to you.
All right, I will activate these guys. They will. We'll still get it. I mean, you'll be within 6. They're just going to free maneuver up to here for right now.
Okay.
And then that is them.
All right, I'll activate this unit.
Yep.
I will move up 6, 7 with Daenerys. And I will declare a charge onto your Source Riders.
Sure.
I get rerolls with Daenerys. So I'm in.
Yep.
And for a counter charge to happen, I would need to be in your line of sight, right?
Correct, yep.
Okay. So 7 dice with rerolls, hitting on 3s. Reroll the misses. So 7 hits.
Six. 7 on 5s. 4 wounds. And a panic test at +1.
You got it.
Pass the panic. I will play.
So I'll play Swift Retreat. So
Okay.
how does this work?
So how this interaction works is after the attack, you basically both need to say, I would like to, you would say, I'd like to declare an after attack card,
Sure.
and I would say, I would like to.
Gotcha.
Yours would always resolve first because you're the initiative. So if you play that, I would play one. But
Dakota actually began to say he was going to play a card.
Yeah.
So in future reference, I know that if I have a card that I'm going to play resolving after my attack, then I'm going to immediately say I have a card to play.
Which normally too, I was even thinking about this beforehand because we were talking about it on Discord before. I would definitely need to say, do you have a card you'd like to play before I would mention something? Just as a, hey, I might have a card, you might have a card.
Yeah.
So since he would declare that, I obviously have a card, but I'm not going to declare it now because I don't want to.
All right, so I'm going to declare the retreat and I have horse, so you would suffer D3 wounds. I'll go ahead and roll that right now. Looking for a 3, a 1.
A 1.
And then I'll roll for my retreat. So I get to move 9. Can't go very far.
Only direction you can go would be straight.
Yeah, straight back. Okay. So now it is back to you.
I'm all activated.
And the only unit I have left is my Bastard's Girls. Now I'm trying to decide on who to attack here because I do have Knightly Vow on Barristan Selmy.
Is his melee or is it all attacks?
It is. No, you're right. Melee attacks. Okay. So it's just melee attacks. So that takes them out of the equation. But
well,
I could still hit them.
You could hit any 3 of these.
Yeah, if I can definitely hit them with a shift, which I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to activate my Bastard's Girls.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shift up my 2. Yep, barely in range. So I'm going to attack with 4 dice. I am weakened. On 3s. That was 3 dice. So 4 hits.
I'll weaken all of them.
Yep. 4 hits.
4 hits still. 4 on 5s again.
So you become vulnerable from the Bastard's Girls.
And then I took 3 wounds, so horse is off. Panic test again at +1.
You're good. And I think I'm all activated out, so that's round. That was kind of a quick one, I feel like.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick round.
I'm going to discard 2. And here are the ones I discarded. And I'll draw 2.
Okay.
Here are my cards. All right, so I have decisions. I'm going to activate my Screamers.
Sure.
I will declare a charge on them.
All right.
And I would be auto in after the free maneuver, but I'll roll for disorderly. I'm disorderly.
You're disordered.
Which is a bummer. The bane of Targ players' existence.
You have a chance though on these guys.
7 dice, no rerolls on 3s. So 5 hits.
That is enough. 1 save, reroll it.
Yep, might as well.
And they're gone.
All right.
Oh, well, they were gone before that, yeah.
So no, what's that card? You when a unit is destroyed?
No
All right.
last stand.
So I'll make a, I will search 4th, and
Sure.
I feel like the best thing to do is just to go straight back. And then I will just turn.
Yeah, and there's that, but it would be allowed.
And they are activated. So I get 1 point for that. And Dakota, you are up.
Yep, I will activate Marjorie. She will go on to the maneuver zone.
Sure.
She will influence Barristan's unit.
Okay.
So you'll take 1 wound there.
Sure.
And then I will free maneuver 5. We're gonna go like straight on. How far is that? Still a pretty decent charge. I'll go back like that.
So remind me, what does Loris's attachment do?
Each time this unit makes a melee attack, it deals 1 additional wound. If there is an attachment in that unit, you may instead roll a die on a 3+ kill that attachment.
Ooh! Barristan does not like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to maneuver these guys back. Still, I'm going to try to make you work for it. I'll go back at the last inch. So.
That puts us at. Oh yeah, that's a big bomb charge, and then we're about a 3 over there, pivoting.
All right, back to you.
I will Eldon the combat zone,
Sure.
but I will replace its effect.
Yep.
Those are my cards.
I will put Daenerys on the letters. Ooh. See, the House of Undying really makes things interesting.
Yeah.
I think it also makes you rethink the letter zone if the House of Undying is still open. Because if I were to draw 2, that leaves the option for Dakota to take the House of Undying and potentially make me discard my hand, which would not be ideal.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take it with Fire Pre. I get rerolls, and I have the choice to add +1 to my die roll. So we'll see what we get. That's a 1.
Oh,
I will. I will make him discard his hand.
That is not good. So that is a lot of cards. You can look through those if you'd like.
I'm curious to know what you discarded.
Yeah, there is some good cards
Oh,
in there.
wow.
I just drew the counter charge and the last stand. But then, yeah.
Hold the line. Oh, these are all great cards.
Yeah, I'd had a bunch of great cards there. And I knew I was like, but I was like, I don't really want him to shoot anymore to get a couple attacks in because I wanted to shut off his unit. But what I will do.
So before you do that, you get to put 2
do.
conditions on a combat unit.
Are they of my choice?
Yes, of your choice.
I will put a weekend on both these guys. So on your screamers and on your
Cutthroats. Okay.
But what I will do, just because I'd like some cards back, is I will Shira the tactic zone, and I will put a weekend again onto your bastards girls.
Yep.
And then I will attempt to get some cards back here. All right.
All right, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Even though Dakota sort of refilled his hand up, I feel like I'm less scared when a Baratheon does not have a ton of cards. So, what do I want to do now? I will free maneuver my 5. And then I will turn to face.
Okay.
And then I will shift back 3. Or I can't remember if nimble is 3 inches or 2.
It's 3, and it's before and after.
Before and after.
Yep. So you want to make sure you stay in range, obviously.
Since it's 3, I'm actually just going to shift more back this way.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, do you have a countercharge in your hand? That's what worries me. Let's see what we got. So I know I discarded 1, right?
There's possibilities, but you never know.
Right. They are at a 4 movement.
So We're only about, we're at 6 inches away right now.
Yeah.
So 2 or more, 2 or better.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna actually shift as much back as I can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're at like 4 right now. If you took the at least 2, I think you'll stay. Yeah, you're still in range there.
I'm still in range there.
Yeah, you could even go another inch if you'd like. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make the shot into your flank.
You're
Dude,
shooting.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna go with the original plan. Remember, I was gonna do that.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So this was before the shift. All right, so 7 dice on 3s. That's 6 hits.
6 hits. 6 on 4s. 3 wounds. Panic at -1, but we're 5 overall with Brienne.
I think you.
Oh yeah, am I in it? So I should be.
Yes,
I'm
you-
even. So 4,
You got it.
and I'm back up 1.
Yep. And then I'll shift 3.
Yeah.
Wait, does the force hinder
No,
shifts?
it does not hinder shifts.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna countercharge.
Yep. Yep. Just get it out of your hand now.
Yeah, I have it. I gotta make some plays here. So I'm at a 5, so 1 or better. I'm auto in, but I do get to re-roll, so I'm good. I will 50 this direction. Yep. And then there's my discard. So I am only 7 on 4s, but with re-rolls. Thank you, re-rolls.
That's better.
That's better. 5 hits.
5 hits on 6s. One save, so it's 4 wounds and then a panic test at a -2. Morale of a 6, so I'm at an 8. We're good. Wow.
You're good.
So I took 4.
So horse.
Horse and
There's your horse and a wound. I will activate them and they'll just attack.
yep.
And 2 hits.
2 hits on 6s. Wow. All right. All right, the dice can went out, but this is what I rolled for my defense. I saved 1, and then a panic test at a -2 again, so I'm on an 8. We got it, barely.
You're good.
So take another wound, that's a horse.
No. I just set this one on there. You're good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good on that.
I will put Illyrio on the bags, and I will heal them up. Horse comes back. All right.
All right. I will activate Brienne's unit,
Okay.
and then she will march again and go all the way up in cover.
Yep.
But she will pivot. I'll slide back just to make sure I can pivot and see.
All right, I'm just going to activate this unit, and maybe I'll just do something like that.
I am 10 away, so I would need a 5. How far away am I here? I am a little closer. I'm like 8 right there. I'm gonna go for it here. So
This
Loris,
right here?
Loris is gonna charge there.
Yep.
3 or better.
Woo!
And he got a 1.
Oh man,
Oh,
that was going to
Lord.
be a 3 too. It just
So I'm
Sort of-
going 6.
yep. Panic test?
Oh yeah, panic. At +1. We're good.
All right, so I'm gonna think through my plays right now because if I stay put with these 2 cutthroats, that grants me 1 point, right?
Yeah, if you stay put, you'll get 1 point. And I'm getting 1 since I'm on center.
Yep.
So yeah.
So the question is, do I charge in with these cutthroats to protect my bastard's girls, or do I stay put for the play? If I do that, it would tie them up for maybe a round, but then I'm also in range for a charge here,
Yeah.
which is also trouble.
Looks like it's about 7 or 8 in there. So like 3 or 4.
Yeah. I'll put Daenerys in the crown. I will influence this unit,
Okay.
and I will zap your wardens there.
All right, they'll be at a 7. And they passed, but that D3 fell off.
Yep.
So. And oh yeah, I'm activated.
Yep. See, I should have waited to activate Illyrio to remove the activation marker from them so I could take the token at the end of the round.
Yeah.
That would have granted me 3 points, which
Yep.
would have been nice. Again, that's sort of my inexperience running Targaryens. And I just have this unit, and I think I'm going to...
Rolls a natural 1. So you have this pile of bones into a skeleton that just appeared on your face and tried to swipe.
We'll do that.
Slide over just a hair you're off.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay, so that is end of round.
All
We'll
right.
do scoring, so you get...
I get 1
One.
for the middle. You're getting 1 for both of yours.
Right. I'm going to discard 1. Unstoppable advance, and I will draw 1. This is my card that I drew. Okay.
Their save is 6, correct?
Yeah, 6s.
Okay. All right. Start of the round.
Yep.
I will play Barrathian Conviction,
Yep.
and I will play it on Brienne's unit, just here in the middle.
Yep.
They're just gonna hopefully help them tank out more. I feel like I might need that. But my first move is I will activate Loris.
Yep.
I will play Love by the Small Folk, so I'll get +1 dice and Sundering. I don't really need the Sundering, but
Sundering proof.
but I would love the extra dice. So yeah, I'm gonna charge Barristan's unit here.
Sure.
So I'll be in just no 1s.
You
And
are
I'm
good.
good. And then I'm gonna just make sure I line this way just so that he has, like, it's not gonna just be an easy cake charge. Like if he rolls a 1, he's gonna miss it. But I will do Loris's. All right, I will do Loris's thing here for killing Barristan. So
Don't do it.
On 3+ he'll die.
Ah,
So
Barristan's dead.
Barristan's dead.
So
then-
you're no longer marked then, right?
No, I wouldn't be marked just because he's not on
Yep.
the board, so. All right, so now I'll just be 8 on 3s with rerolls and Sundering, but that doesn't matter. Oh,
Oof.
oof.
Do you get crit blow?
I have to have a rank down to take it.
Gotcha.
So 7 hits.
7 hits on 6s. Saved 1. So 6 wounds, panic test at a 5.
Yep.
Which I get.
Right.
So 6 down.
So you can use your bonus to disengage, dash, or hide. Walk out.
I'm going to play tactical regroup. Actually, do I want to do that now?
It just kind of sits there.
Yeah, they have activated.
Yeah.
I'll play tactical regroup, so that means when I activate combat unit, they can make a free retreat and restore up to D3 wounds. So I will roll for the D3 wounds.
Yep.
1, classic. Classic Chris.
You've rolled a lot of 1s. One of them was beneficial. But
All right, so I'll roll for the retreat. 6, so I can move 11.
yeah.
And then I would be out of your line of sight.
Yeah. Yep.
And both counter charges are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
So
Oh, and then pivot-wise, I will pivot these guys because you retreated from me.
yep.
Basically, so you're in my front, but I'm not going to give him my rear because if I go all the way here, he could still shoot me in the back.
Yeah.
Don't really want that. So if I go like this, he's still in that flank.
So
He has to charge me in the front.
right. I'm gonna resolve the attack. So I already made the 2-inch shift.
Yep.
I am out of line of sight of those Rose Knights.
Yes.
Rose Knights. Okay, so I'm shooting 4 dice because they don't drop off, and I am weakened. So on 3s. 2 hits.
I'll take the 2 hits.
Okay.
2 on 4s.
You got
And we're
it.
good. And then I'll put a guy back because I auto pass that morale.
Yep.
Do you want to use their order?
Definitely not.
Do you want to use that? No, man, I really don't want to do that.
We just saw Barristan get assassinated by Loris, so I think we're gonna stay put.
All right. So, you could shoot again with the combat. I think what I should do, just to do it, is I will activate Marjorie and then go to the maneuver. Now, I believe I can pivot this and not hit your unit. It's pretty close. Do you think I can do that? I mean, it's like...
I mean, you can pivot
yeah.
through my unit.
No, you can't.
You can't?
You can't pivot through enemy units. So I was here.
Okay.
That's what I was saying when you retreated.
Gotcha.
You can't pivot through an enemy unit because I know I was pretty close.
Well, I wonder if we can do this.
Right.
So, yeah, you're safe. You're
Okay.
safe for a pivot.
So what I'll do is, I'll fully go that way.
And your
And
Rose
then-
Knights, they hit on 3s. 8
Yep.
dice.
Yeah, and then Marjorie, she'll just pop a dog off of here
Yep.
for you.
I'll put Daenerys on the bags. I will influence these cutthroats. I will get rid of this weaken and I'll heal up through here.
All right, so since he did that, I will activate Brienne's unit. They're going to charge. Good on
Got
the
it.
charge. I will try to align to 50 this direction. There we go.
Oh, did you move the token with you? I think
Oh,
you
I did. Yep, I did. So I'm moving off of that token.
Yep.
This game mode, you have to fully cover the tokens too, and there's contesting if we didn't mention that at the beginning. So 8 on 3s with rerolls. Oh, I'll heal my last wound.
Yep.
You'll take a wound.
Yep.
6 hits.
Watching.
Oh, only 6 hits. So
I just need to at least block 1. All right.
oh boy.
So I need 6s. I blocked 2.
You blocked 2.
So 4 down and a panic test on a 5. Oh, still need to pass this. I got it.
And you're good, yeah.
You all notice
They are just hanging in there.
Really wish I had a replace effect NCU. I got to burn this NCU to take it away. Well, I guess I get attack, but that one card is worrying me. So I'm going to put Pyre on the free attack.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to attack. Who goes first next round? I do. This is round 2 or 3? This is round 3.
Yeah, this is round 3. So you go first? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I started out with Loris charging.
Yep. I will not do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't know necessarily that.
I will. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna Eldon. No, I will. Shira, the House of the Undying.
Yep.
But I would like to take the House of the Undying.
Yep.
So 6,
Ooh,
and
so
then
you get to roll again. We'll search your deck for any card, and then you get to roll again. See, maybe bringing the House of Undying where Dakota can roll a 6 and pick any card he wants from his deck is a bad idea.
And then rolling again. A 2, so discard your top 2.
Yeah. These are the cards I discarded. Ooh.
Fire and Blood.
Fire and Blood and Overrun. I still have Illyria left. And I have these 2 units. You have these Wardens.
I have Wardens, and I still have Eldon, who's on the wrong thing. Eldon.
I will activate this unit and I will retreat.
Okay.
So I get to move 9. I think I'm going to go straight back that way.
All right. And then just pivot to...
Yeah, pivot.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah,
you
that's
get
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
You get a free maneuver anyways.
Can you pivot me to where... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Well, I get to pivot now,
Oh, yeah,
too.
you do get to pivot anyway, so...
So I will pivot around to there.
Yep.
I will... basically have Eldon and those guys. He goes first next round. It's not too many. I'm going to actually just shoot the long bomb here just to see if I can do it. I will take the crown.
Yep.
And then I'll just zap your dudes there just because...
On a 6.
On a 6. I'll probably pass, but...
Barely.
They barely passed.
I will activate this unit, and I'll just take this.
Absolutely, yeah. I will activate my last unit here, and they will just... They'd march and make it.
Yep.
And they'll actually pivot back to there. And just to cover it, I don't want you to get another 6 points in this round to take you to 8.
I'll activate this unit.
Yep.
And I think I will maneuver them. Just
Sure.
actually, no. We'll do that. All right, and then you're all activated
I'm all
out,
activated.
right?
Yep, you got your last
Just
chamber
got
there.
these guys here. So I'd have to charge you in the front.
Yeah, the goal of this pivot was to make you in the front.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know if we would need to repivot it, but yeah, the whole theory is a front charge.
And their morale is at a what?
5.
Thank you again.
And then
No problem.
All right. And then I have
You have
Illyrio.
Illyrio, yep.
I'll just put them on the letters. I'll draw 2. I will put a weaken on them.
Okay.
And I'll draw 2. Oh, scoring.
Oh, yeah, scoring. So you get 3 and 4 total.
I get 4.
Yep. So it is going to be 6 to 1.
Yep, 6 to 1.
I do have a start of the round card.
Sure.
I will play Barrathian Conviction on those guys.
Yep. Putting Daenerys on the horse. I will influence my Bastard Scrolls.
Yes.
You all play Malifaux?
And we're going to make a retreat.
Sure.
Probably not the best idea because now I'm just bringing you closer to this unit. And you are still in range of a charge.
Yes. That would be a 4 on the charge.
You are up.
All right.
Yeah. Well, and that was it too. I played it first.
So I need to be able to. So thinking here, you're at 6. So I need to be able to at least contest you on those to not lose at the end of this round. For scoring wise. So what really I need to do is I need to not let them get further away because my thinking here is I can slingshot over to there at some point. That's the theory. I mean, it actually happening? Nah.
I was realizing that when I
Yeah.
I wanted to roll more than a 2 on that retreat. That
if you would have hit it big, it'd have been like, okay, you're out of range.
Yeah.
And now I have to march. But I could have waited on that. But like right now, I definitely need to hit the charge because at least I think I can contest here at the end of the round. I think, in theory. But I really need to make sure I can get over here at some point too, to at least give me a chance to win. So I'll activate Brienne in charge, and I need a 4 or better. So kind of a big roll. And I hit a 5. And I will go there just to keep my distance away. It'll be 8 on 3s. All 8 hit. If I would have had the 8 last round, I'd have been a lot better. Because the thing is, me missing those 2 in the last round really turned it to like, oh, I gotta do some stuff here. Yeah, they've lasted longer than I thought they would too. Because really, they took a couple big attacks. Yeah, they're dead.
So you get a point, you get a surge fourth, and they are gone.
Point, and then my surge fourth. Obviously, I will come over like so, and then pivot there. I may be in that flank. I may not be. I am at like a 7 here, so actually hitting a charge on that, maybe in the next round, if that can happen. It'll be tough, but something that I had to do. I had to get that unit off and actually start pressing up the field some more.
Alright, gotta remind myself where this freaking token is, because this is important. All right, so it is right there.
Okay, I'll try.
I'm going to activate them and I'm going to maneuver that way.
Okay. So since you are doing that, I will activate Loris's unit. So charging, I'm in. It's not just. Oh, activate Loris's unit. I will play my other Love by the Small Folk. So I'll get +1 attack dice and Sundering, which will make a difference this time.
Got it.
So I'm good on that charge, and I will come to that way. I believe I can get back on the token. I'm just trying to maximize his distance if he decides to come off of it. I don't think he would, but it's always a possibility. So now I will be 8 on 3s, but I am weakened, so that's kind of the thing.
I will definitely weaken that.
Oh, hold on, let me.
Oh, yep. Eat rerolls. Yep, weaken all 8.
Yep.
All right, need you to roll poorly here.
That ended up being better for you, so 5 + 1 wound for his ability.
So you're sundering?
Sundering 2, yes.
All right, so I'm on 6s. It'd be nice if I can at least get 1 here. Actually, I won't die.
No, you won't die. But
Yeah, so I take all 5 in a panic test at a...
oh, that's right there.
Yeah. Would you say that's in range? If I'm going from this...
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
I mean,
it's literally like if you could see this close up, it's like the crook of the arrow is there.
All right, so a 6 then.
A 6, yeah.
Ooh, crit fail.
Crit failed even on a 6.
So I take 5 from the attack. And Bannerman! Why? Sees all his friends just evaporate. Okay, so they activated.
Yes.
I'm going to put Pyre on the crown. I'm going to replace the effect with Fury of the Dragon.
Ooh.
So I can make a free retreat.
Yep. So you can go as far back as you need.
And that's sort of why I moved up.
Yeah.
I wanted him to charge me and then be able to...
I appreciate that. I was going to say it's not.
I wanted to be able to retreat back onto the token.
Yeah.
If boys, just letting you know.
All right. So actually getting this is not... Oh, well, even better. I will activate Marjorie. No! Yeah, I'm just thinking about this. I'm looking, I'm like, dang, this really sucks. Then it's like, oh wait, Marjorie, she's awesome. I'll put her on the House of the Undying, but she will influence and then kill those cutthroats.
Yeah, of course.
So
You get a point
Marjorie,
for that.
coming in huge right there.
Coming in
I'm
hot.
sitting here like, oh man, I think I just lost this, and it's like, oh wait a minute, I can do that. So she'll take House of the Undying because I really don't want to have to discard again.
Yes.
Woo!
That was
That was a slow roll. So 5, so you are discarding your top 2.
hit and run and swift retreat. I'm going to activate this unit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move 6. I'm going to march 12.
12, yeah. Oh, so you will actually take that now. and get 4, which would end it for you. Yeah, so that would be it because I can't get on that yet. They've activated. So not actually much that I can do because I'm definitely out of range there.
Yeah, because it would be 1 point and then 3 points. I'm at 6, so that would be 10.
Yep.
And then you would get.
I'm at 0 still, yeah. So, yeah, the one thing too, just to recap it. So I moved this unit back because he still had Illyrio off the board with this unit over here, which he could have pulled the activation and then taken it here. I don't know if you were thinking about that. But
I wasn't.
But
no.
I actually thought about that because you retreated away, and it's like, well, he can get to here.
Right. Yeah, so
that would be it. I mean, there's nothing I can do to get wounds or to reactivate or anything.
Well, that was a great game.
That was fun.
So recapping, who would you say was the MVP on my side of the table?
Piat Pri was your MVP. So the reason that was too, I know I took after I did it too, I was like that was probably a poor choice. But I'm like, him rolling a 1 on discarding may or may not happen because I took the combat so he couldn't like shoot and charge and get that train rolling again. But then it's like, oh well, he can just make me discard, and then it was like 7 cards, and I was like,
And they were good.
I mean, I was basically set up to do some Ours is the Fury,
right.
Which that was my last one because I was like, all right, if I can get him to attack me either over here or over there, I can at least kill and then move.
Right.
But yeah, no, this is the second time I played this game. It's pretty fun because you actually have to. It makes you want to like move and go up the board.
Right.
But it can be hard. Killing these guys early was rough also for me.
I knew that I had to take them out because they were your maneuver ability.
Yeah.
You were going to be able to run rampant around my army because even though I'm playing Targs, I'm only running 2 CAD, one of which doesn't even have a melee attack. Mm-hmm. So I will say that Dakota is one of the best Baratheon players that I know. I've played him a few times, and knowing that I was playing Targs, I had to think about a game plan that didn't involve always attacking.
Yeah.
So making sure that they were able to claim tokens, early rounds, I think is really what helped me win the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even me moving up here, I was like, they might take a charge, they might not. I'm like, I should be okay. But then once they got deleted off here and you basically could run through and claim it, I was like, oh, that's real not good.
Yeah,
really not good.
I figured if I can take out your Zor Striders and just go into your deployment zone, you weren't going to turn and face. I figured you were just going to come all in on my side of the board.
And that's the one thing too with this game mode is you want to basically go all in to get to the other side and hopefully do it quickly. I was worried only having 4 combat units how this would go, which I don't think. I mean, obviously, if I could have held up getting some of these points, it'd have went well. But I know that's one of the big things right now. Activation.
Right.
It hurt, but it didn't hurt. I don't know, it's pretty good. I'm still on the fence about Loras in the Stag Knights. I think it has some potential. But the thing is I have to die to start taking wounds, or to get those cool abilities.
Yeah,
so it's like, I can add Sundering, which is good, but I'd like to add crits and some vicious and whatever else I want to do. I mean, still on the fence of that, but I've liked the results so far.
So speaking of this unit right here, I would say on Dakota's side of the table, Loras was the MVP because he took out Selmy, round 2 or 3?
Yeah, and really too, I mean, I was thinking about it because I was like, well, it's Bastard Girl. It's actually charging those cutthroats earlier, but I was like, I really want to get Selmy out of here. I don't want him to start charging with plus dice, plus to hit into Stag Knights. It won't work out well, especially since I already lost a counter charge and an Ours is the Fury.
Yeah.
I was like, I just can't really take that chance.
Well, the game plan is with cards like, Fury of the Dragon or... Getting free retreats, I think, is great with Bachelor's Girls, especially with Selmy, because whenever they pass a panic test, he has an order where he can heal up. So you go in, you hit, you retreat as much as you can, and just sort of tie up the opponent as much as you can. So, I mean, I really didn't have that game plan because I got tied up here, but it was still a good game.
Yeah, definitely.
Before we log off here, what would you like to tell the audience? You would like to plug your podcast, I'm sure.
Sure, yeah. check out our podcast. It's Rollem if you got them. Myself and my buddy Carl, we do it. We do about an episode a week. Every now and then we miss a week just because we're busy. But really, we just try to keep the game excited. We talk about anything. We've done rankums, we've done recaps of tournaments, kind of whatever we want to talk about. We do. We don't have a set thing that we follow every week.
But I'm actually a huge fan of the podcast. It's actually the first podcast I found on iTunes regarding the game. So turns out Dakota doesn't live too far away from here, so I'm glad we were able to set this up and you were able to come and play.
Right, yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome, thanks, man.
Thank you.